The Attitude Revolution, Transforming Lives Through Mindset, Action, and Storytelling. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues and fellow seekers of personal growth, welcome to a journey that promises to challenge everything you thought you knew about transformation. I'm thrilled to share with you the profound wisdom and life-altering insights I've gained from an extraordinary individual who's been setting the world ablaze with her message of hope and change. I'm talking about none other than Pearl Hale, a visionary life transformation speaker whose work is reshaping lives across the globe. Before we dive in, let me paint you a picture of Pearl's impact. Imagine a world where every person believes in their power to change their circumstances, where communities rally together to overcome seemingly insurmountable odds, and where personal stories become beacons of hope for millions. This isn't just a dream, it's the reality Pearl Hale is creating every single day through her groundbreaking podcast, The Pearl Hale Show, Transformational Speaks, and her soul-stirring book, Bruised to Used. Now, I know what you're thinking. Another motivational speaker? Haven't we heard it all before? Trust me, I've been there. I've sat through countless seminars and read shelves of self-help books, often walking away feeling more overwhelmed than inspired. But Pearl Hale, she's different. She's the real deal, folks. And what she shared with me is about to flip your world upside down in the best way possible. Let's start with a quote that's become the cornerstone of Pearl's philosophy, words from the incomparable Maya Angelou. If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. Simple, right? Maybe at first glance. But let these words sink in for a moment. Really let them marinate in your mind. There's a revolutionary idea hidden in plain sight here, and it's the key to unlocking a life of purpose, joy, and unprecedented success. As I sat down with Pearl, her energy was palpable. Her insights, razor sharp. She shared with me three principles that form the bedrock of her transformative work: the power of attitude, the crucial importance of practical application, and the earth-shattering potential of storytelling. Buckle up because we're about to dive deep into each of these, and I promise you, by the end of this talk, you'll never look at your life the same way again. Let's kick things off with the power of attitude. Now, I can almost hear the collective eye roll. Attitude, really, that's the big secret. Stay with me here because this isn't your grandma's think positive pep talk. This is about fundamentally rewiring how you perceive and interact with the world around you. Let me introduce you to Alex. Alex was the poster child for having it all together. Top of her class, dream job right out of college, the kind of person you look at and think, well, some people just have all the luck. But life, as it often does, had other plans. Within a year, Alex's carefully constructed world came crashing down. Projects failed spectacularly. Clients walked away. That dream job, it was starting to feel like a nightmare. Alex found herself spiraling into a pit of negativity and self doubt so deep she couldn't see a way out. But then something happened. Alex stumbled upon one of Pearl's workshops, and it was like someone flipped a switch in her brain. She realized that while she couldn't control the challenges life threw at her, she had absolute control over how she responded to them. Here's where it gets interesting. Alex started each day by consciously choosing her attitude. Instead of dreading client meetings, she approached them with curiosity. Rather than beating herself up over mistakes, she asked, what can I learn from this? It wasn't easy. There were days when everything in her wanted to crawl back into that pit of despair. But she persisted. You know what? The world around her started to change. Colleagues who once avoided her now sought her advice. Clients who were on the verge of walking away became her biggest advocates. Alex wasn't just surviving, she was thriving. Here's the kicker. Nothing in Alex's external circumstances had changed. The challenges were still there. The setbacks still happened. What changed was Alex herself. And that made all the difference. Now, I can hear some of you thinking, that's great for Alex, but my problems are real. You can't just attitude your way out of poverty, illness, or systemic injustice. And you're absolutely right. Which brings us to Pearl's second principle, practical application. Meet Jamal. Jamal wasn't just facing personal challenges, he was staring down the barrel of community-wide issues that seemed insurmountable. High crime rates, scarce resources, a pervasive sense of hopelessness, the kind of problems that make you want to throw your hands up and say, it's just too big. But Jamal, inspired by Pearl's teachings, decided to take action. He started small, organizing weekly workshops that combined practical skills training with faith-based empowerment sessions. At first, only a handful of people showed up, but Jamal persisted. He shared his own story of transformation, how he had overcome similar challenges through a combination of practical action and unwavering faith. Slowly but surely, people began to take notice. The workshops grew. A sense of hope began to spread through the community like wildfire. Jamal didn't stop there. He reached out to local businesses, government agencies, and faith organizations, building a network of support for his initiatives. He encouraged community members to take ownership of their neighborhood, organizing cleanup drives, mentorship programs, and job training workshops. The results? Nothing short of miraculous. Crime rates began to drop. Community engagement soared. New businesses opened, providing jobs and economic opportunities. What once seemed like an impossible dream became a living, breathing reality. But here's the thing, none of this happened overnight. It took years of consistent effort, of showing up day after day, of facing setbacks and disappointments without losing faith. Jamal's story is a powerful reminder that transformation is not a one time event, but an ongoing process of growth and commitment. Now, let's talk about Pearl's third principle, one that ties everything together, the power of storytelling. Our stories, with all their pain and triumph, have the power to inspire, to heal, and to transform not just our own lives, but the lives of those around us. Enter Maya, a writer who had always dreamed of using her words to make a difference in the world. Maya had overcome incredible adversity in her own life, battling addiction, abuse, and self doubt to build a life of purpose and meaning. But when it came to sharing her story with the world, fear held her back. What if people judged her? What if they didn't believe her? What if her words did more harm than good? These doubts plagued Maya, keeping her story locked inside, unable to reach those who needed to hear it most. Then Maya attended one of Pearl's workshops on empowerment through storytelling. There, she learned that her story, with all its messy, painful, beautiful truth, was not a burden to be hidden, but a gift to be shared. She learned that by opening up about her own struggles and triumphs, she could create a space for others to do the same. With trembling hands but a determined heart, Maya began to write. She poured her experiences onto the page, holding nothing back. The result was a book that was raw, honest, and profoundly moving. And when it was published, Maya braced herself for rejection. Instead, she was overwhelmed by an outpouring of gratitude and connection. Readers from all walks of life reached out to Maya, sharing how her words had given them hope, had made them feel seen and understood for the first time. Many were inspired to share their own stories, creating a ripple effect of healing and transformation that spread far beyond what Maya could have ever imagined. Maya's book became more than just a bestseller, it became a movement. It sparked conversations about resilience, healing, and the power of vulnerability. It inspired support groups and community initiatives. It showed people that they were not alone in their struggles and that their stories too had the power to change lives. Now, as we near the end of our time together, I want you to take a moment, close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. Imagine a version of yourself who has fully embraced these principles, a you who approaches each day with an attitude of possibility and resilience, a you who takes practical, consistent action towards your goals, no matter how small those steps might seem, a you who bravely shares your story, knowing that your experiences have the power to light the way for others. Can you see that version of yourself? Can you feel the energy, the purpose, the joy radiating from within? That's not just a fantasy. That's the you that's waiting to emerge. That's the you that Pearl Hale's work is designed to unleash. But here's the thing, and this is crucial, that transformation doesn't happen by itself. It requires a choice, your choice, right here, right now. So I challenge you, don't let this be just another talk you listen to and forget. Let it be the spark that ignites a revolution in your own life. Start by examining your attitude. Are you approaching your challenges with dread or with curiosity? Are you focused on what you can't control, or are you zeroing in on what you can change? Then take action. It doesn't have to be big. Maybe it's signing up for that class you've been putting off. Maybe it's having that difficult conversation you've been avoiding. Maybe it's simply taking 5 minutes each day to reflect on what you're grateful for. Whatever it is, do something today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. And finally, share your story. It doesn't have to be in a best selling book or on a grand stage. Start small. Share with a friend, a family member, or even in a journal. Your story matters. Your experiences, your struggles, your triumphs, they all have the power to inspire and transform. Remember, in the immortal words of Maya Angelou, channeled through the powerful voice of Pearl Hale, if you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. Your transformation begins now. The only question is, are you ready to embrace it? As we conclude, I want to express my deepest gratitude to Pearl Hale for sharing her wisdom and insights with us. Her work is truly making the world a better place, one transformed life at a time. And to you, my friends, thank you for joining me on this journey of discovery and transformation. Your life, with all its challenges and triumphs, is a story in the making. Every day, you have the opportunity to write a new chapter, to shift your perspective, to take action toward your dreams, and to share your truth with the world. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for perfect circumstances. The time is now. The power is yours. So go forth, change your attitude, take action, share your story. Because who knows? The life you transform might not just be your own. Like Alex, Jamal, and Maya, your journey of transformation could be the catalyst that changes your family, your community, or even the world. The revolution starts with you. Are you ready to join it?